Hello from Cabo, everyone. It's my last day here on vacation, and I'm looking forward to going back home to celebrate with my family and friends my graduation this upcoming week. Just to give you a little bit of information and background about this doctoral program that I was in. This was a 3-year program for a doctorate in educational leadership from the Grush Graduate Center with National American University. It's called the Community College Leadership Program, and it's designed to prepare individuals to become community college presidents. Why did I pursue this doctorate program? Foremost, for salary advancement. In my profession as a college math professor, our salaries are based on the length of time we work here and our educational attainment. So as a single mom, a sole provider, and as someone with ambitions to comfortably provide for myself and my family, including my parents, and someone who loves to travel, it made sense for me to go as far as I could. That being said, I also went into this program specifically because I wanted to understand the big picture of the community college institution that I work for. As a math faculty, sometimes I feel like a very small fish in a very big pond, and I wanted to understand this pond I'm swimming in. It's been an eye-opening experience as I had the opportunity to learn from many higher education leaders in the nation and the issues that higher ed faces as a whole and not just in math. This program is specifically for individuals who want to become community college presidents. However, just letting you know, from this program, I know that I do not want to become a college president. I absolutely love being a faculty and being with students in the class. However, perhaps one day in the far future, I might be open to taking on more administrative and leadership roles, and this degree would help me qualify for those roles. So it was the summer of 2016 that this decision came before me to do the doctorate program, and I honestly tossed and turned about the decision. I was already looking for ways to increase my salary by taking classes, and this opportunity kind of just fell in my lap when the program was brought to Long Beach City College specifically for the employees here, and it was a program where my colleagues and I would go through it as a cohort together. We would meet once or twice a week, one or two weekends a month, and then do the work online at home. It's about a $68,000 program where NAU and Long Beach City College would pay about $15,000 of it for me. So it sounds like a great opportunity. However, I also knew it was a very intense program, and meanwhile I had 2 very young toddlers, and I was very concerned that it would impact my ability to give my best to my kids while I'm working full-time and going to school. So what gave me the peace and confidence to go forward is that the key thing is I gave myself permission and grace to quit this program at any time should it ever become too stressful, that it would negatively impact my parenting, my kids, my sanity, or my health. Furthermore, every class that I took would bump up my salary, so regardless of whether I finished or not, it wouldn't be a waste if I ended up deciding to quit. So in fall of 2016, I enrolled into this program. To be honest, taking classes was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Reading, writing, and doing presentations came naturally for me, so the doctoral program flew by as I took one class after another. Sometimes it would be stressful juggling things, but it was manageable, and I had the support of my family, especially my parents, to help me with the kids during the weekends that I had classes. And for the most part, I enjoyed the things I was learning, and being with a cohort of colleagues really helped as well. I also believe that this program has helped me professionally develop and grow as a math professor. I learned about the history of community college and its vision and mission to be a higher ed option for all students regardless of their preparation for college. I learned about issues of equity, culture, and various measures of student success. The most challenging part of this program for me was when I was finished taking my classes and I was beginning to write my dissertation. I was 2 years into the program and only had 9 months left, but I hit a wall. I was too close to the end to stop, So I couldn't quit, but I was so tired and burned out. I didn't want to do it. I dread writing. It stressed me out to no end. I procrastinated on all my deadlines. And although I love creative writing, research writing was not up my alley, and I struggled with it. I recall feeling depressed and almost wanting to cry just thinking about it. If it wasn't for the encouragement of my cohort and of my parents, I might not have finished. And I'm so thankful for Rod for camping out with me for countless hours and days at coffee and boba shops. But most impactful, though, I must say, is I learned what it meant to be a student because I became a student again. I remember my very first or second class of the doctoral program. I fell behind with turning in an assignment. And instead of just giving me an immediate F or 0 for the assignment, which would have jeopardized my chance to pass the class, the professor took the time to reach out and emailed me personally, and he said something to the effect of, Nancy, I noticed you didn't turn in this assignment. Is there anything I can do to help you complete this assignment? This went against my very grain of being a professor myself, in which I have hard set deadlines for my students with very little room for flexibility, because I believed that I needed to teach my students to be responsible and therefore give them rigid expectations for them. However, this professor modeled to me a bigger picture of caring for a student on a deeper level. Sure enough, I was so appreciative of him reaching out to me and extending help that I asked for an extension for the assignment and I turned it in. And after that, I was back on track again, and I felt much more committed to the class because the professor was committed to me and my success. And lo and behold, I have graduated with a doctorate program with this doctorate degree with a 4.0 GPA, partly thanks to professors who worked with me and my life circumstances and my own development along the way. So this in turn has transformed the way I teach. Reaching out to students, listening to them, allowing for exceptions and flexible deadlines, thinking of my students' success not just for an assignment, but for the whole course and for them as a person as well. I rethink deadlines now, that these deadlines are for the students, not for me. And I've changed the way I also describe my job description. I don't say that I teach math to students. Instead, more accurately, I say that I teach students math. So students is the main subject, not math. Math is simply just a vehicle that I use to help them grow, but students is the main subject. So when I think of student success, it's not just the grade that they receive in my class, but it's also who they become and developing, their confidence in themselves, their growth in interacting with people around them and with the world. And I get the opportunity to be part of impacting their experience.